All right, Kevin Williams, manager of All Skill Construction. It's Wednesday. It just came from my Wednesday morning meeting, and I was thinking about something that I wanted to do for a long time, which is a segment on how to pick the correct contractor. A lot of people, through my years, 22 years last month, you run across a lot of customers that say they've been ripped off by a contractor. So I give a couple of tips on how not to let that happen to you. Number one, the contractor has to have something to lose. Most of the time, the people that got ripped off, they was dealing with somebody that had nothing to lose, no reputation, no license, anything. So the first thing you want to do is make sure your contractor is licensed. Now, contractors that's not licensed usually charge cheaper prices, but here's the thing about that. Most of the time when you're looking for a cheap deal, that's another time when you most likely to be ripped off, looking for a cheap deal, trying to get something done cheap. That's when the thieves come out. So you want to make sure your contractor is licensed, make sure he has insurance, and also you can go check out some of the jobs that he is on now. I know it's a pain to have to do that, but times is hard right now. A lot of people looking for easy money. They got a saying that if you don't know what to do with your money, somebody else does. And they do. When they rip you off, they know what to do with it. You give it to them, they run off and spend your money. So some of them things like that you have to do. Go to the job site and see what they're working on now. Most contractors are busy right now. A lot of us is busy all year round. When I first started, I used to be seasonal, but I'm not seasonal anymore. I work all year round, so that's a good thing for looking for a contractor. So, like I said, here's the thing that they say: you're most likely to be ripped off when you're trying to get something for nothing. So say if I come along and I say $5,000, another guy come along say $4,000, and then another guy come along and tell you he can do your job for $1,500. Now that sounds good, real good, but 9 times out of 10, either that guy don't know what he's doing, or he got a reputation for ripping people off, so he's just trying to get a little bit of money out of you, and then he's out of there. So that's the main thing you want to check. Your contractor has something to lose. Most contractors don't want to lose their license. It took me 4 tries. I took the test 4 times before I got my builder's license. So I don't put that on the line for nobody. And most contractors are not putting their license on the line trying to get a quick buck. So if they license and they got insurance, they got something to lose. So that's what you want to look for. Mess with somebody that's got something to lose if they rip you off, not a person that doesn't have anything to lose. I ran across a lady that had an insurance job that was worth $150,000. So I think the insurance company sent the contractor $76,000 or something like that. She said he came around, was doing little things for a minute, like boarding up the windows and stuff like that, and then he just stopped coming. He ripped her off. So did she check to see if he had a license? And also the license should be in the contractor's name or the qualifying officer. So I have 2 builder's licenses. I have one in my name and I have one in All Skills' name. I'm the qualifying officer, Kevin Williams. I have that license, and then I have All Skill Construction. So you can check my driver's license, and my driver's license is the same as my Kevin Williams license. So the persons, you should be able to check their ID and see if they are actually the qualifying officer of the company. Those just a couple of tips I wanted to give you. And remember, you most likely to get ripped off when you're looking for something for nothing. That's when you usually get ripped off. That actually goes toward life. Somebody come to you and tell you that they can turn your $10 into 10,000. That sounds good. And then you go ahead and do it, and they take off. Hey, you was looking for something for nothing. You got ripped off. I'm not a handyman.